What's going on YouTube? It's J Sauce back again with another video, and today we have SPS Week 3 versus Austin, and we're riding off a pretty good dub versus Shazam. We are 2-0, undefeated, and we're going to try to keep that streak up today. Now, look at the opponent's team. He's got Iron Valiant, one of the best Pokemon in the meta, as well as very, very good defensive pieces in Heatran, Gliscor, Pekka, and Slowking, and you pair that with a threat like Terra Arctozolt, and it gets pretty scary because he's got a lot of ways to put hail up. Snorlax is also just a fat wall, and with thick fat, it can get very annoying for my Terra Captain Volcanion. Speaking of which, Volcanion is our first Pokemon. We're running Terra Electric this week to punish the Slowking. It's also just very good defensively because Gliscor, if it comes in, it's getting Steam Erupted. Terra Blast for Slowking, it should be a 2-hit KO, especially if it's physical for like Imlock. And then Toxic is our last move, just for Snorlax, basically. Puts it on a timer. It's also good for Slowking if I just don't want to make a prediction, and Toxic is just one of the best moves in the game. Um, we're running pretty much max special attack. We have enough speed to outspeed a minimum speed Gliscor if he doesn't put any speed investment in it. And so that way we can rock it with the Steam Eruption. This Pokemon just looks very good this week, as it does always. Electric is also there to prevent Terra Arctozolt from tearing me up because it's got a very good matchup into my team. I expect Volcanion to break this team down, uh, as it has done throughout the other 2 weeks, for some of my other Pokemon to clean up. Now, next up, we have a weird Lele set. It's a stall breaker set because his team is very defensive. We're running leftovers with Nature's Madness, Psychic, Moonblast, Taunt. Psychic decimates Pekka, especially after Nature's Madness. Moonblast is just really good into his team. I wanted to run Focus Blast last, but I got convinced by one of my good friends, Wish, to run Taunt, to shut down Slowking, to shut down like potentially Heatran. It's very good for Gliscor. Hell, it's even good versus Snorlax in case it wants to try set up on me. Uh, Taunt just looks pretty valuable here, and with Nature's Madness, it's able to break down a lot of stuff for, let's say, like Volcanion and a couple of other members of my team to just get easy kills. Um, Max HP, max special attack, pretty much. I really need the attack to do damage to Slowking and get valuable damage on Pekka because I don't think it's an Oko, but it's pretty close, and I definitely kill it after Nature's Madness. Um, it's also really good into Gliscor. Like, I think it's the most creative set I've had this season, and I'm really excited to see how it performs. Next up, we have our Donphan, just rocking heavy duty boots and sturdy. The good old classic. We have Rapid Spin, Stealth Rock, Earthquake, Ice Spinner. Earthquake, Ice Spinner pretty much hits his old team. If I can get rocks up, that's great because its only remover is Psychozar, uh, for which some reason is Terrad. Earthquake hits everything except for Gliscor, and with our attack investment, we are able to 2-hit KO uh, Gliscor even after Poison Heal, so that is super amazing for us. And Donphan could put in some work offensively, even though it's initially there to be like a utility piece. So if I can get some good old damage out of Earthquake Ice Spinner, maybe I can bait in Gliscor or something. It'll just be really nice. Very good chip damage at the least, and we're just running pretty much max special defense, for pretty much just Pekka and Heatran also could help with the Iron Valiant, although Earthquake probably doesn't do as much damage as I'd like. It's still just nice. Next up, we have our Dragapult Choice Scarf this week to outspeed the Booster Speed Valiant as well as Slush Rush Arctozolt or any other shenanigans. We have Will-O-Wisp, U-Turn, Draco Shadow Ball. Um, Not much to say for itself. We have Will-O-Wisp for Snorlax and Arctozolt, and even Zarude, because I think this Zarude, if it comes, it's Scarf, because it's very good into Dragapult and can surprise Mega Lopunny. Shadow Ball is just really good, especially if that cycles Arteras. Uh, and we have U-Turn to just scout what his answer for this is. If it's Snorlax, if Snorlax comes, obviously it's quad effective into Zarude. And outside of that, Shadow Ball is just really good damage on this team. I have Draco in case I just absolutely need to nuke somebody, although I don't plan on it. Um, our speed investment, again, just allows us to outspeed Iron Valiant, max special attack Modest, and we can run a little bit of bulk uh, just for the hell of it. No real Chinese EVs or anything of that. And I do want to point out that I'm sorry if the audio is a little bit worse today. I moved into my apartment and left my microphone, so it could be the audio could be a little bad this week, and I apologize. But yeah, next up we have our Megalopony U-turn close combat triple axle for Sod. Basically the same thing I wanted to do in week one, wherever if Train wants to come in and be Flame Body, then I can bait into getting burned off triple axle off U-turn, and then I can just spam Facade. Um, the only thing is that Pekka does live multiple facades and can recover the damage back, but triple axle obviously there for Gliscor, it's there for Psychozar. U-turn again there for pivoting, and it's really good bait into getting burned. Close combat, obviously it's just a stab, and while it's not necessarily needed, it's very good for Snorlax and for Heatran, two of the biggest walls on his team, and two of the Pokemon that I kind of need out of the way. Um, so yeah, whereas running max attack, adamant nature, with enough speed to outspeed Iron Val in case he is not booster or Scarf, and then just put the rest in special defense in case he wants to vacuum wave me. But yeah, pretty simple set this week. I didn't try to get too creative outside of the Lele set, although one could argue that this Alolan Muck set is a little creative. We're rocking Assault Vest, which isn't that creative. It's pretty standard, actually. But we're running Max Attack this week instead of Special Defense, which has kind of been what we've done the last 2 weeks. And the reason why is because Ice Punch actually 2-hit KOs Gliscor after Poison Heal, and Knockoff just does a bunch of damage to his team. Like, he doesn't have a knockoff switch in, except maybe Booster Speed Foul. Drain Punch is there to just get good damage off of Snorlax and maybe even Heatran. And then Poison Jab mixed with Poison Touch is just really good for incoming stuff. I believe it's a 60% chance to poison. And I mean, the team's pretty simple this week. I didn't have to speed creep anything. I didn't have to put a lot of thought behind this building because I didn't have to do many calcs. Everything is pretty much just speed creeping or just running like 252, 252. Some pretty standard Smogon sets. But that being said, let's see how the battle went. Okay, well, This was not the team that I was expecting. There's no Gliscor, no Snorlax. Absolutely massive for me. No Peck Run. Massive. This is what I like to see. It's made my confidence go way up. And honestly, if we're being for real, I think it makes the matchup easier for me based on, my prep. It's looking really good. And yeah, I decide to lead off Donphan because obviously I don't want to get rocks up. Just U turns out. I'm just guessing Scarf, honestly. Kind of sucks that I broke my sturdy, but I do get rocks up. Now I switch into Volcanion, even though I know this is a chilly reception. Um, because I can Terra if I want to. Cyclozar comes in. It's not heavy duty boots, and I have no reason to Terra. I just go Tapu Lele to force him out. As he is Terra Fairy, which means he does not get to be Terra Electric on Arctozolt, which is massive. Just clicks Rapid Spin. I'm kind of in a predicament. I clicked Nature's Madness, but I've let my Tapu Lele not have leftovers, and it's at 50%. I just click Moonblast. Good chip, but this is where it happens. I click Taunt. Now he can't. Now he can't use Chilly Reception. Massive, as I'm doing 35%, and he's not lefties. Heatran comes in, getting hit with that Nature's Madness, doing 50%. It is lefties. I expected it to be Choppleberry, to be honest. Psychozar comes in. I switch into Volcanion, and I believe, yeah, he knocks off my heavy duty boots. That's whatever. No Gliscor. I click Steam Eruption, does 54. I believe that's Assault Vest. Yeah, I call a big dick play. Terra Electric into Slowking. Um, he's kind of cooked. Um, I toxic the Zarude. I'm in my bag right now. My Duffy. I'm going off. Playing insane. As I, yeah, expect the U turn. It's whatever. Slowking comes in. I believe I just get those rocks back up. Force Zarude. Force, sorry. Forcing Cyclozar to come in and Rapid Spin again. Now Arctozolt is in. I let Donphan take the fall because we got rocks up and he did what he needed to do. But yeah, Volcanion's in again, resisting that Bolt Beak. Heatran comes in on a Flamethrower, Flash Fire for some reason. Uh, I don't know why. And he's fast. He's fast, so he clicks Earth Power as I get Steam Eruption. Um, yeah, that was a very fast Heatran, but whatever. Uh, I believe this should be a Steam Eruption here as he Rapid Spins. I live on 2, which is very nice. And yeah, I just killed the Cyclozar. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I can freely let it die now as he just clicks U turn. Very good for me because I get positioning based on what he goes into. I just go into Tapu Lele. Now I'm thinking he thinks that I might taunt, but I taunt anyways, and he can't Thunderwave me. So this is a free Moonblast. Uh, we're getting about a third damage every time we click it. Scald is only doing 16 because the special attack drop. And we got 2 of those, so Scald isn't doing anything. We avoid both burns, which is massive. Now I think he's going to switch here anyways. I Moonblast anyways, just get good chips. 72 to Arctozolt is massive. He clicks Protect. Don't necessarily know what that's for. I don't know if it's for Psychic Terrain or what. But I just click Moonblast again because I outspeed him. There's no Slush Rush. And Slowking comes in. I believe I just Moonblast because he knows that I'm going to taunt. And what a play. He switches in Iron Valiant. Now, I'm going to pause for a second because I'm going through my thought process. He thinks that I'm going. So this Slowking, right? It's at 61%. Two hit KO'd by Moonblast. He thinks I'm going to taunt. And so he doesn't want to click Chill Reception. He had the option to Scald, even though he got two hit KO'd. But if he is predicting that I'm going to taunt, he can go into a Scarf Zarude, assumingly Scarf was Zarude, or he can go into Iron Valiant. And Iron Valiant can put a hurting on my team ASAP. So he goes Valiant, and I just click Moonblast. I'm in his head. And I just go Muk-Alola as Power Whip. It's doing 31. It's not a lot. Now, I believe I just Poison Jab, as I should knock off. Knockoff would have been very good. As you can see in chat, he's saying he's trying making aggressive read, which I respect as he was kind of put in the back seat. So I would too. Slowking shows Rocky Helmet. It's whatever. I believe I live a Power Whip, and I can just Poison Jab this or Drain Punch. I kind of threw by clicking Drain Punch. I thought I would get more. But yeah, I can just let this thing go down and go Pult if I want to. But he misses the Power Whip, so I save a differential, which might matter in the long term, even though it's only week 3. And yeah, really, my prep, other than Tapu Lele, which put this man in a box, my prep wasn't too impressive. Like, I didn't have to show much off this week. It's just that especially in the early and mid game, I was just straight up outplaying. And that sounds egotistical, but I got pretty much every turn right. Let's see. Starting from whenever I click taunt the first time. So let's see when Lele comes in, taunts. Turn 6, all the way down until about turn 13 or 14 when I sacked Donphan. For 7 turns straight, 7, 8 turns straight, I was putting, like, I did irreparable damage to his team and made it hard for him to be put in a winning position. Because I had Megalop, I had Dragapult in the back. So getting all of these threats out of the way or putting them on timer was very, very good. Just good, solid gameplay by me. That's about all I can say. Shout out to my opponent. Um, I mean, he brought some scary sets, but at the end of the day, Jonathan Sauce is just too good. I'm him. I will continue to be him. I'm him Kardashian. I am the himulation. They must have amnesia. They forgot that I'm him. And you guys better not forget that I'm him. With that being said, we take on the 1 seed next week, and the rest of my schedule is actually the gauntlet. I don't think I play a person that's not in the playoffs right now, so it's going to be a rough next 5 weeks. And then obviously playoffs if we make it, even though we're on good track to make it. But yeah, we're 3-0, and if we can go win next week, that will really cement us as one of the top players in the division, which will be nice. And yeah, with that being said, J Sauce out.